All right. So back to what we're saying. Okay. Um, Last week we looked at custom mails, and we also looked at how to customize your mail on your website. Like we said, please feel free to go back to that. Right. Okay. So I don't know if there was anybody that maybe while you were going through the videos you had one or two I don't really understand that you need more explanation on. Trust me, there will be another 3 to 5 minutes window where we could quickly ask our questions before we dive straight to what we have for today. Okay, so this is time for the questions. Please, if you have any, please feel free with what we covered last week. Yes, I can hear you, Ibika Rolands.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good. Okay, Otobong Pizza, right? Yes,
Yes,
I
sir.
can hear you. You're welcome. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Mine is about my system crashed, so the Ryobi file that was sent to me during the the class, I couldn't have it any longer. Is there any way I can get it through the Telegram, like via sending it to me? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's there, but if it is not, then maybe I'll just have to send you a drive, maybe because there's a link for it. It has been uploaded on our drive. So maybe I'll just forward you the link so you can quickly download. But it will be in a zipped folder. So
Okay.
you would have to unzip yourself before you can use it. So that shouldn't be a problem. Or maybe if I don't do that, maybe just leave me a message after the class so we can find a way to get it across to you. The file is not
Okay.
much, so it should be easier to send it down.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, Emilia Amarachi.
I'll need the videos also for last week.
Please, it's in the group. We always pin all the link to the videos. Please just go back to our pinned messages. You would see the video. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You're welcome. All right. Any other person? Any other person? Okay. So if there's none, then I guess let's just dive into what we have for today, right? Okay. So um we'll be looking at SEO because we want to continue from what we did last week. You know, uh, so it's very important in websites you understand how SEOs are ranked, okay, and also how to monitor your website because we'll be installing some softwares that would help you monitor the traffic of your site, see those that have come to your site, see how long they stayed, how many are they, the pages they visited, and so on and so forth. So if you need to be taking note of the data for other means. It could be for to know those that are visiting your site, to know how well your site is doing. It could be so many reasons why you need to, know how your site traffic looks like. Yeah. So we'll be looking at all of that today. I just pray and hope network one and there'll be enough time for us to cover that. Okay. So for the very last time, no questions, right? Before we hit what we have for today. All
Good morning,
right.
sir.
Yes. Good morning. Is it
Columns.
Colux Multipurpose?
Yes, sir. Please, I have just a quick question.
All right.
I've been trying to use RealBees to I've been trying to edit it to create what I want for my own personal website. It's
Okay.
been going. So I don't know if along the line, if we are going to need to wipe everything and then start afresh again. I don't know if there's anything of such.
Yeah, if sometimes it happens like that, if you want to bring in a new or maybe a new template, you know, you will need to clear the site. We've said that already before. However, is it a section that is giving you challenge or the entire website as a whole or the entire theme? What is really
The team, actually, it's a bit difficult to maneuver, but I'm trying to see my way around it and see if there's a way I can manage it. But I'm getting along with it a bit well. But that header part, I've not really gotten to that part. I had a
okay?
really, yes, I've not gotten to that part, but I would still go through the video. I even traveled within the week. I didn't travel with my laptop, so I wasn't able to access the videos.
Okay,
But
for the header, that's the place that has lots of slides, right? The animations and the slides,
that part,
the
the part
carousel.
you have the part where you have the contact, the home and contact. I
Oh,
think
the
that
menu.
was yes, the menu, the part you talked about last week.
Okay, okay, okay. It's still similar to what we covered though. For oh, anyways, like I said, it takes some time for you to get hold of, and then sometimes even when you want to use another theme, there is this whole checking out where you can find this and that and there and there and so there are no one a single rule to getting a website sorted out in WordPress. To be honest, even me up till this very moment, there are some themes I'll get that I've not used before. I'll have to take me like maybe another 3 4 days to play around it to understand how it works. You know, that's why it's very important. Like I used to say, you give yourself enough time. Tell your clients it's better you over deliver than you don't deliver when you tell them. Right? For instance, if they tell you how long is the site going to take, you know, you could tell them 4 weeks, even though at most if that's the only thing you're doing, at most 2 weeks it should be ready. But it's better you tell them 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and then in 2 weeks' time it's ready, right? They feel way better than to tell them 2 weeks and then maybe something happen along the line and you start struggling. You know, it doesn't really tell your competence. Okay, so let's just see how it goes. Um, oh, I think it shouldn't be that complex, especially for the menu part. If you can find your way to menus, um, then the very one that you can see there at the top where you have your navigations, right? That's usually your primary menu for everything. It's always your primary menu. So that's it. That's it. You just go back to our videos. Then if you're still not very satisfied, perhaps you could just go to YouTube and then search for how to um maybe how to navigate menus on WordPress. All right. Primary menus. Just look for some keywords that you can add there. Definitely you'll see some snippet of videos, some short 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes videos that can also give you more light, throw more light or more guide as to there is no one special way to get something done, especially in tech. Right. So maybe that could also give you another clue or make you see it from another different perspective. Right. Even me out till now, I still take some short video lessons on websites. I still do. I still do. The learning continues. It doesn't stop. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you wanting to, try that out also. Please let's take note of that. Yeah. Okay, so colors. I don't know if we're on the same page.
Yeah, we are. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Um, any other person? Any other person? Okay, fine. Since there's nobody, I think we just have to get started. So back to what I was saying. We'll be looking at SEO, and then what is really SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. Okay. If you've attended our previous training classes, of course, you should be familiar with this. If you're here for a refresher, it's fine. It's okay. Okay. And if it's your first time, that is what it stands for. Search engine optimization. And you have to activate that on your site. So search engine crawlers like your Google, your Bing, you know, so they can start seeing your website as quickly as possible. Okay, here's how it works. In for a new website, it takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a bit of time and constant maybe posting and all. And then people need to start visiting the site before it will be very visible. Okay, so crawlers like Google and Bing won't just see your website overnight, and start showing it up on their search pages. Okay, there are little stuffs you need to do. Okay, and then like I said, it takes time. All right. The more people visit the site, the quicker it gets seen by those crawlers. So I would advise you, your close pals, your friends, especially if it's going to be your personal website, you reach out to them, tell them to visit the site often. Click on various pages. All right, and as well as what I'm about to show us now. So they are going to help a whole lot. Okay. So we have situations where you see some of our students after building sites for clients, they get back and start telling us that the client is complaining that they've checked for the website online that is not showing on Google, it is not showing on Bing. Yeah, it's normal. It takes a little bit of time. Okay. But so long as you do what we're going to show you now and you let people start visiting the site, it will show up. It will show up. Okay, so let's just dive straight into it. Okay, so I would go back to my website shortly. Um, I wasn't recording this part. Okay. So, like I said, the plugin we'll be needing, okay, the plugin we'll be needing is called Yoast SEO. Okay. Yoast SEO. We want to use this um, you know, for crawlers like Google and Bing for them to be able to see our site because we searched here, right? We searched for PTech, which is the name of our site, and this is what it was showing us, right? It's not giving us any suggestion of the site that we're building because it's still a new site and we've not done our SEO setup. And finally, I don't think up to 5 or 6 persons have visited the site apart from me, right? So those are some of the factors we need to put into consideration if we want our site to start ranking. Okay, so back to our site. Let's do the one that is that we can achieve, right? We'll do the one that is in our hands, and then we'll leave the rest for crawlers and the internet to handle. Fantastic. So I'll go back to my dashboard, right? I'll go back here, and then I want to go to plugins. I'll go to plugins. Okay, so I've not installed the plugin, so definitely it's going to be to add the plugin, right? So add plugin here. So I'll click on add plugin. Fantastic. So the next thing I want to do is to search for the plugin. After I must have clicked on add plugin, so I'll need to come to this search field here as we used to do before. All right. The next thing I want to do is type used. If at the moment you type used, you should be able to start seeing suggestions exactly. Okay, not use duplicate post, right? Use SEO. As you can see right here, it has about 10 million active installations, whooping 10 million. Over 10 million persons are actively using it. So that's why we need it. It was last updated 5 days ago. and it is compatible with our version of WordPress. So we'll install Yoast SEO. Okay. So I'll click on install now. After installing, the next thing we want to do is to activate, right? All right, so activate. All right, so you've successfully installed Yoast SEO. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. So now, as you can see, we now have Yoast SEO set up here. Great. So now we need to start going forward, and this is what you need to be doing. As you're building a site, you will need to start adding most of your SEO setup for every of your page and your your post. Okay. Now, do we know the major difference between a page and a post? Let me see if you can quickly explain. Hello? Oh, you've lost me.
Where will you, sir?
All right. Um, the major difference between a page and a post.
We don't know, sir. I don't know.
Okay, I like that. That is the fact that you don't know. Okay, not well. This is okay. It's okay. Let me just explain quickly. Let me explain. Um, with examples. Now, for instance, this what we have here. This is a typical example of a page, right? This very one here is a page. These services, portfolios, shop, they are all page. Now, the difference between even for posts, you get to see them this way, but it's just that most times posts shouldn't be generic per se. All right. So let's say those articles you get to see on your page, those are posts, right? They're always very dynamic, depending on maybe the niche or whatever you have at that point in time. Okay, you can always update them. You can always bring in new ones over and over and over. But most times for pages are always very static. Okay, pages are so static. You could change some few things though, like the information you have and all right, but they're always appearing like this. But as you see for posts, each time you have maybe a latest, if it's let's say a blog, you have a latest gossip, right? Maybe on sports, on fashion, on entertainment. Once you type something about it and upload, that's a post. All right. So typical example, like your blog sections, they are posts, right? What you do, it could be news article about even your business, about your workshop, about you know, those stuffs like that are called posts. They are not your page. Okay, but you see your home, your services, your portfolios, your shop, and all of that, they are pages because most times they are static. You would always find them um, on your website, you know. But for posts, sometimes when you go to your post section, you get to see the latest. All right, until maybe they now decide to scroll down. And then sometimes if a post is very old, you can decide to delete, you know. So for website, I'll be having blogs because so many business websites right now used to have blogs. If it's an e-commerce site, right, for buying and selling, you could still have blogs, you know, where you post if you have new products coming in, if you want to talk about the product, the quality, or how affordable it might be, and all of that, right? There are so many reasons to have posts. If it's a business stuff, if you have new products coming in, if you want to do commission based, referral based, anything, you can talk about that on your post. Okay, and you can create a page and a post. You can create a new page, edit it Elementor, add what you want or remove what you want, right? Also post, you can also do that, right? So either a page or a post, you can add SEO setup there. Okay, so but okay, you know what, let's just go to blogs and see what the blog looks like. This is where you get to see your posts. Okay, This is my our blog. So this first one is COVID-19 threatens the next generation of smartphones. This is a post. As you can see, continue. If I click here, it will take me to where I need to read the gist in full. All right, soundtrack film lady exclusive music. Wonderful. These are posts. All right, winged moved stars, fruits, creatures, seed night, whatever that means. Right, these are posts, and we can edit, or we can also add more. And how do we get to do this? We have to go back to our dashboard. Okay, as you can see, this is a post. This is post, and this is page. See the both. This is page. You click on all page, you get to see all the pages, contacts, service, home, blah 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 blah. See all of them. Then for posts also, this COVID-19 blah blah that we just saw now. If we go to all posts, right it here, COVID-19 threatens the next generation of smartphones. Right, soundtrack firma lady exclusive, winged move stars, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. Right, so we can create our own. Then we can also edit this and change it what we want. Okay, so you can add new, like I said, you can add new posts. How do you do that? See add posts. You click on add post, it gives you a blank where you can now start bringing in information. But for me, you don't necessarily have to, when you can just edit of this that already has the color template and all. Okay, so for us to edit this quickly, we'll just go to this edit here. I'll click on edit. Okay, all right, so COVID-19 threatens the next generation, right? Blah blah blah. These are your image, these are all the write-offs, and so on and so forth, right? You could also have what we call excerpt images around here. Let me show you what exactly this excerpt image. For every post, there's always this image that is looking like it's not like looking like, it acts like a thumbnail. Right? You all know YouTube thumbnail, for instance, right? Those images now, if there's any other description about what a content or a post is all about, you see the image and then the brief description. So that is known as an excerpt image. As you can see, this is one of them. Right, we can remove, we can replace, we can also change um the title. All right, so let's take for instance, since we're talking tech, instead of this, let's just get a news article on maybe iPhone 17 Pro Max, for instance. All right, because there's no time, I just came up with that right now. Because there's no time, I'll just show us how we can do that. Right, thank God for the MS of AI. So I'll just quickly go to ChatGPT. Okay, all right, so on ChatGPT, I will just tell it please create a stunning, engaging news article on my blog, on the article, sorry, on the um let's say on the advantages and reason for choosing the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Right. Remember to add and engaging title. So let's see what it will give us. Yeah. Okay. iPhone 17 Pro Max, 10 powerful reasons why is the best smartphone to buy in 2026. Okay. Apple has once again raised the bar. Blah 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 blah. Right. Fantastic. You can go through this. If you're not satisfied, you could tell it what you want. If you are satisfied, you can just quickly copy this. At the top here, we could copy here, or we can highlight everything. Anyone. So I'll just quickly copy it. Come back to this my post that I've opened. Oh, first things first, I'll need to change the header. So this is the header. I need to populate the header first. Come back here. I don't want this title. So I'll add my title. iPhone 17 Pro Max, 10 powerful reasons why is the best smartphone to buy. Then I can come back here on ChatGPT, then copy these ones. I think it's a long read, but then it's fine. We could just use this for learning sake. No, you don't have to. What features excites you the most? Share your thoughts in the comment. Yeah, you can add that as well. So I will copy, come back here, remove all of this, including the image, right? I don't want all of this. I could delete, right? By using the delete key on our keyboard. This is what I did. All right, after highlighting this, I'm done with the header. I just came here, clicked on this. It helped me mark everything, right? So I clicked on delete key and it took out everything. Then I can now paste here, Control V or Command V if you're using a Mac. Right, this is it. So we need to make it look more engaging. So the next thing I want to do is to get images. Right, so I'll just maybe go here and then search for um quality HD iPhone 17 Pro Max image. Let me attach PNG free download. Okay, please make sure the image is free to download. All right, so find high resolution images, transparent cutout, and official wallpapers for the device on Splash iPhone 17 photos. Okay, let's see. This is my AI overview suggesting this for me. So let's see if we'll find it here on Splash. Wow, they're here, right? So you can't do more than one now, right? So I'll just quickly maybe pick this one, this one. So here, this one, I'll download it. It's downloaded, and then I think I like this one too because it is free, right? Wow, 5.8 MB is too much, except we have to compress it, right? Else it will slow our site. Let me also download this one. Okay, so I think I've gotten like three, right? Yeah, 350K is okay. Maybe I'll just show us how to compress images too. Okay, please don't use over heavy images on your site. It will make your site slow to load. Okay, always check the size of your image. So there are lots of softwares where you can compress your image without affecting the quality, because you need those pictures to be very clear, bright, to maintain its quality. Right. So if you over compress it, it might lose the pixels, hereby making it not to be clear enough. Right. So please and please, even if you're going to be compressing, make sure you're using sites that don't make images lose too much um, quality. Okay. So I've downloaded like three. So the next thing I want to do is to come back to my post. What's happening? Anyways, let's see how that goes. So the first thing I want to do is to bring in an excerpt image, right? So I'll come to this side of my post, right? You can always go back to this one later. Where you have blog is not blog, come to this post, the right hand side, see it here. Okay, I'll click here. This way I get to see that image. So I want to replace this with an iPhone. Right, so I'll click on replace, select, I'll go to downloads, I'll go to these images that I have. I have three. So I can just, where's the one that is very heavy? This 5A. I will need to compress it, so I can just upload these two first. Okay. So I think I love this one here. So I'll just, also very importantly, so as you can see, speed up your website with image optimizer. Optimize your image to enhance site performance by installing image optimizer. I don't know if this is still free. Okay, but you can confirm this when you're right. So what we want to do, the title is very important, right? For this image, before we set featured image, we need to change the title. So in this case, I'll remove this and then call it iPhone 17 Pro Max. I could also add P Tech. The reason why I'm adding this sometimes is for search engines. So sometimes if somebody searches for this P Tech now, okay, so that this image can also appear. You understand? So that's why I'm putting it in the title. Search engine uses title of images so well. All right. So alternative text, I could just do an iPhone 17 Pro Max photo. Okay. So as for alternative, in case this image is unable to load, what should that space show? So if this image can't load, it will show this here. All right. And then yeah, these are the major stuff you need to do. Then you click on set featured image. Right, so I have this. Okay, so in between this my post, I could include, you know, one of the images. So how do I do that? So it depends on the space I want. Let's say I want to add it here after this number two. I'll bring my cursor here, click on enter. Then on this block, I want to add something. So you're seeing this plus icon. Make sure I'm on the block, right? So I'll click on that plus icon. It will now ask me for what one do I want. I want an image. I don't know if we got that. So first things first, where's the location? I want it under this fluid. So I'll bring my cursor here, strike enter. Once I strike enter, I'll see this plus sign by the edge. I'll click on it, scroll down to image, click on image. And it's gonna ask me, do I want to upload or is it in my media library? I've already uploaded that. It's in my media library, right? So I'll click on media library, like this second one here. I'll click on it and then select, right? I could increase or decrease it, right? So let's say we want to reduce the size. So I'll come to the edge here and then drag it inside a little bit. So I've done that. You could also add more images if you want. The same thing. Click on where you want the image to come to. Write your enter key. Click on the plus icon. Right. We want image. You could add any other thing, list, paragraph, separator, heading, but we still want image. I'll come here, upload. Okay, let me just try this other one here. This one. This is heavy. So now I've uploaded before now. It's here. It's in the media library. All right. Yeah. This one. Remember 17 Pro Max, blah blah blah. Then enter. You can also reduce this. Fantastic. So we've gotten. You can add more images depending on how you want your post to look like. Excuse me. So we've gotten all of this. The next thing we want to do is to add some SEO setup. But before we get to adding SEO setup, please, is there any question? Hello, house. I need to be even sure we all are following. Are we all there?
I'm with you, sir.
Yes, you are
Okay.
here.
Okay. 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 So, okay, I'm seeing add excerpt, right? I think this is the one I'm looking for, not even this here. So let me add this. Okay, manual excerpt. Okay, I think this would serve. This is a new added feature. Let's see what the manual excerpt does. At your free time, you can even click on document. Blah 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 blah. Okay. All right. So, like I said, once you're done with all of this, okay, the next thing we want to do is to add some SEO setup. And how do we do that? Because we've installed Yoast SEO plugin. If you check around this top hand side, you will see this logo here. I don't know if we're seeing it, right? So this logo represents that Yoast SEO that we installed and activated. If you've not installed it, you won't see it. Okay. As at today that I'm making this video. Before now, it used to be around somewhere here. You see it here, but today now it is showing here. Okay. So I'll click on the Y, click on it. Right. So it's asking me for focus phrase, you know, SEO analysis, readable analysis, schema, advanced, and so on and so forth. Right. So our major concern now, we can add focus phrase. Okay. So to be able to add focus phrase, like what it means is based on the name. What is the post all about? So what are the keywords that we can add? All right, those key phrases. So since we're talking iPhone 17 Pro Max, okay, it needs to be some of those terms that concerns phone. But if we don't want to overthink, thank God for AI that's making us lazy and not to overstress. Though it's making us not to overstress, I don't think it's making us lazy. Okay, so I will come back here. I can also tell it kindly add some focus key phrase concerning this topic. Okay, so it gave us primary key focus phrase, secondary key focus phrase. Why buy iPhone 17 Pro Max, iPhone 17 Pro Max review features. So all of this now, this is what you're going to add. So whenever someone is searching for anything that looks like this, it will take the person to that your post. I don't know if we are following. I believe we are. So let me see. I'll copy this. Come back here.
Cover your head. Look, cover your head.
Okay, said key phrase is too long. We just need how many? 191 characters. So it doesn't want too plenty. Okay, I think it has taken it. Okay, so just 191. Okay, so this is it. Um, readability analysis. Let's see. There's one interface I'm looking for. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Aha, it's here. It's hidden. Maybe because I overzoomed or what. Right. So as you can see, there is a meta box here. If I click on it, you get to see this Yoast SEO for every post. This is the one I was looking for. I was wondering where it was. So I'll drag it up a little bit for me to see it very well. All right. So this is my focus key phrase. Also, inside here, there's a readability part, right? Then word completely if you blah 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 blah. Right. Then there's a schema part. What type of page or content is this? Right. So you can tell it type of page or content. So as it stands now, this is it's not even allowing us. Just leave it as default. Article type. Yes, it's a post on what? Maybe a news article. Are you working on news? Blah blah blah. So we have so many of them that we could look out for. Okay, but my major focus is on this SEO, right? So I've added key phrase exactly. Now, this is what it will look like, right? From a Google perspective. Now let's read this. Say, please provide a meta description by editing this snippet below. If you don't, Google will try to find a relevant part of your post to show in the search result. Right. So each time someone searches for this, this is what they should be saying. This this image, right? That is when most of these things has been populated, and then our search engine crawlers must have picked them up. Okay. Please, how many more minutes do I have? So they don't kick us out.
1 minute.
One away. Okay. So what would happen is I think I would pause it here. Okay, and then generate another link quickly so we can continue. You said it's 1 minute, Abby?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. I was wondering 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay. Six. It's fine. We can do something. Okay. So we can edit this part and put what we want. This is where we get to put it. Okay. In this our meta description. All right. Two ways we can decide to go up and then pick a chunk that we want, or we can also tell ChatGPT or any other AI what is it called? Any other AI app, to help us generate um a suiting or a befitting meta description. All right. So I'll come back here and then tell it to please generate. and engaging and SEO appealing uh, meta description. Discover why the very iPhone blah 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 blah. So I'll just copy this, come back here, paste it here. Right, so read it carefully, then remove this. So remove this. Okay, so as you can see, it has changed, right? You can see discover why the iPhone 17 Pro Max is the ultimate flagship post of 2026. What is it here? Discover why the blah 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 blah. All right. So um, it's log COVID-19 threatens the next generation of smartphone. This is okay. Add key phrase. This one is premium. Anything that is premium, we avoid it. All right. So majorly, these are the most important stuff we need. Also, we need to check for the update the date, because we're editing a previous post, right? The date is still showing 2020. If you notice, I'll need to look for it. It should be somewhere not far from us. All right, so I'll close down this the block. Let me see the post exactly. So this was published April 6, 2020. That's not what we want. All right, so maybe let's see if we can edit that. Okay, so we'll change this to 2026. This date is what? 27th of June, right? Then what else we need to change? The author is admin. Admin made that, right? Admin. Then discussion open. Like if you want the comment section to be open, you leave it as open. You can close that, but let's leave it as open. Then nothing else. Okay, nothing else. Then we'll now click on save. All right, our time is almost up, so I'll generate a link shortly and then we'll continue. Please let's expect the link any moment from now. Thank you. Wait, hold on. All right, so like I said, we could start. Yes, please go ahead. Anybody, everybody, anybody, everybody. All right. Wait, I just want to be sure we are clear on this. That's all, so that we can continue.
Yeah, I'm clear, sir.
Okay. 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 Uh, All right. You can also see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic. So let's continue. Sometimes you might not get this once, okay? If you go back to the video, try it out yourself. Follow the steps gradually. They will start making sense to you, okay? Like I used to say, if you still need more guide, you can even go to YouTube and then search for Yoast SEO setup. You'll see a whole lot that will still help you, give you more hints on how to go about this. Remember, it's a gradual process. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay. Gradually, one step at a time, you'll be learning them. But like I said, SEOs are very important to your site. It gives your site visibility, you know. Okay. So back to where we were. Okay. So I've added all of that, changed the date, right? I think that is it. That is it, if I'm not mistaken. That's all. The next thing I want to do is to click on save. Okay. So after saving, now let's go back to um our post and see what it looks like. You can even view the post from here, I think. Where's save? Somewhere here. I will save though, so we can go back. Okay. So iPhone 17 Pro Max, 10 powerful reasons why it's the best smartphone to buy in 2026. Why is it in scheduled? It's supposed to show. Anyways, let's see. Let's visit our site, right? Okay. Let's go to our blog to see what that one looks like. Okay. This is Hello World, soundtrack, winged, banks. Okay, I think the scheduled means it has not been posted, right? Because it's supposed to be the first now at the top. Maybe that I need time for it to be. Wait, what time did we put there? Hold on a minute. Wait. I think I just got what happened. Let's go back to edit. Let's go back to edit. Are you seeing the mistake I made? Are we seeing the date? Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir.
Are we seeing the date?
Yeah.
Yes.
June
Yes.
27th, what?
2027.
So it will be scheduled. It will wait till it gets to that day before it will be published. All right. So sometimes you can also schedule a post if you want a post to, you don't want it to go live immediately. You can put the date that you want and the time as well. All right. So I'll go back to this. I would have to take it back to 2026, please. All right. Which is now. Publish now. Immediately. Okay. So I don't have to do anything. Just click on publish now, which is immediately. Then save. Okay, so it is ready. So let's go back here and refresh our blog. Let's see. Right. See it, see it. iPhone 17 Pro Max. 10 powerful reasons why it's the best smartphone to buy, right? I'll put the date, June 27th, 26. Admin, right? I'll explain this category shortly, right? Apple has once again raised the bar with the release of 70, blah, 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 blah. So if you click on it, you get to see everything we prepared, right? Premium design that commands attention, display that brings everything to life, you know, and so on and so forth. All of the exactly, are we following? So if we are viewing this now, you can comment. Okay, you can comment and then post, and then people will see it. Please, you can mute yourself. Please, who's that person that has the noisy background? Please mute yourself. I might not be able to see you. Okay, thank you. All right, so this is it. Now let's go back to our post. Right, so I'll come to post. So I want to show us something. I want to show us something. The category section. Okay, so I'll click on edit. Okay, now let me explain what categories are. Now, for instance, let's say this is a post, right? Um, every post has its own type of category, like depending on the niche you're placing it. So if you're having a blog, maybe your blog you handle different types of areas or aspects of life, right? Like maybe ranging from sports to entertainment to nutrition to and so on and so forth, right? That's how you create categories for them as well. So if you want to post a content concerning sports, it has to be in sports category. Then sometimes inside, even inside sports category, they used to have two major types of category or a subsection of category. We have parent category and the normal category. So for instance, a parent category might be sports. The child category might now be male and then female sports, or football, cycling, wrestling, and so on and so forth, tennis and the like, right? So that's category. Every post has got a category where you can place it, and you can create your category. You know, so like inside this one now, let's see where this one falls inside. I'll scroll down, 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 down. Was okay. Maybe I'll check my block too. No block selected. That's not supposed to be. Let me see that. I can see it here. Categories, right? So as you can see, these are the different categories that came with this theme. You can add yours, like add category. So you can see this is inside strategy. No, maybe I could create. I want to add a category. So ask me which name. Let me just call it mobile, right? Once I click on any empty space like this or enter, it will be created. As you can see, mobile is created now. So for the parent category, mm, actually the parent category is supposed to be mobile. Then the category might now be maybe iPhone or Apple. I don't know if anybody is following. I don't know if we're understanding this.
Yes, I understand, but it seems what we've been going through is basically for blog, right? For those are
Yes, for posts, yes, for blogs, yes, most especially most of the time you use post when you want to add blogs.
okay.
Yes. But that doesn't mean you can't do create SEO setup for pages. You can as well. But majorly, I would advise you do it for blogs because blogs most times generates traffic to your site because that's where you get to bring in lots of posts over and over again. So no matter what someone is searching, one way or the other, it must have covered one or two stuffs you must have talked about. Then it might redirect the person back to your site. Yes, blogs are very powerful. Posts very powerful for SEOs. Mm. So I would say instead of this mobile here in my category, maybe I will delete it.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, please.
So you're trying to say blogs, I mean, the blogs generate traffic for your website. If
Not only blogs, but most times yes, because sometimes when you keep posting blogs all the time, you're updating blogs, chances are that no matter what, it will be difficult for someone that wants to search something around your niche to type in that. In one way or the other, you must have covered that article somehow if you are always populating your site with blogs, with posts. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So
all right, sir.
if your web or website has lots of posts, for instance, you know, I would say, let's say I want to search for maybe um, iPhone 13, for instance, or iPhone 14, right? For instance, now imagine I've been doing this iPhone series since they started making, let's say, iPhone 5, right? So there's no way I must have covered from iPhone 5 to iPhone 7. Anything that's making me, for instance, search for iPhone X or iPhone 11, definitely that post about what I talked about in iPhone X will definitely come out. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
All right.
Then if I'm into nutrition as well, one way or the other, maybe I must have talked about what so many persons have been looking for.
All right, sir.
Exactly. I don't know if you got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So um I would come down here. Okay. So the parents category, that's where it's supposed to be mobile, right? Then for the main category, I could still put let's say I want to add Apple, enter. I want to add iPhone as a category, enter. Also, I want to add what else again? What else concerns this? Maybe
Android.
device. Is Apple an Android?
Oh, okay.
Is iPhone an Android phone? I can't see it is not. Right. So I could just check all of this. That the device is an iPhone and then it's mobile and it's Apple. Right. So these are under all the categories I need to set, and then I've done device already. So that's it. So let's the primary category name is Apple. I'll leave it as Apple. Right. So I'll save again. Right. So that's it. That's how you can add um some SEO setup to your site. So for every post you keep doing this, every post you create, you need to do this. All right. You need to do this. Question, please. Are we saying this is clear enough that I can continue? Is that what we are saying?
Yes, sir. Maybe when we practice it, maybe by then
Okay.
question might come up.
Okay. Very well. Very well then. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So that's for use SEO. Please feel free. You can, like I said, go on YouTube if you get confused, ask your questions. Anything that will make you learn more, right? Anything that will give you more idea, more knowledge on something, feel free exploit. All right, you know, always do your own research if you want to be get better at that stuff. Okay, so after doing this, another thing we want to do is to register our website with Google. Right, we need Google to take note of our site, and we need an official Google plugin to help us do that. All right, so that would be where we'll be heading to next. So after I must have done all of this for all your, remember, for all your posts and possibly even your pages, right? After doing all of this, the next thing we want to do, like I said, is to register our site on Google. So how do we do that? We need a plugin. Okay, so we'll go to plugins. We'll go to plugins. Of course, we're adding a new plugin as usual. All right, so the name of the plugin is Google Site Toolkit, something like that though. So let me just search Google Laka. See it here. Site Kit by Google. All right, this one has 5 million active installations. How many? 5 whooping million. Are we saying that Site Kit by Google? So that's for the analytics, the search console, AdSense, speed, and so on and so forth. It's very powerful. All right. I advise everybody to, you know, to have it on their site. All right. So we need to install. After installation, of course, the next thing is to activate. Right. So the moment you do installation and activation, right, you get to see SiteKit. Congratulations, the SiteKit plugin is now activated. Okay, please can you just give me a moment? Let me get water. I need to take water. Okay. So where were we? Okay, back to our congratulatory message, right? Exactly. So SiteKit, congratulations, the SiteKit plugin is now activated. So we now need to start the setup. It's very simple. So what are we setting up? You just to, you know, click on this setup. What does it do? Like I said, we need to register, we need to connect our site with Google. It's Google that has this plugin. Okay. You can see connect Google Analytics as part of your setup. Yes, we want to see how our site is doing. So I'll check it. Help us improve site kits by sharing anonymous user data. If you want to, fine. If you don't want to, you leave it. So I'll sign in with Google. Which account do I want to use? I want to use my account, which is Qualify. Remember, you need a Google account for this to work, right? Actually, a Gmail. So I want to use Qualifying 604. Google allows sites kit to access this info about you. Yes, please. They are safe, so continue. So select and download your Google Analytics data. Yes, I want to. View your Google Tag Manager container. I want to. View and manage Search Console. Yes, I want to. Yes, so I'll check all of them and then continue. This setup is very straight. So have Google verify site ownership. Please verify. Turn on metrics in your dashboard. Yes, allow. So I've received a message already on my mail. Right. Set up Search Console. Yes, set up. Set up Google Analytics. Yes. Okay. So I don't know. Like we'll give it some time. Don't know why it's still showing like this. So I'll need to go back to my dashboard. I can't wait for only the analytics because this is where you get to monitor um all your visitors exactly. So this is it. The account name is Sport Technology. Property is ptech.com.ng. This is it. Everything here is correct. Nigeria, right? Nigerian time. So the next thing I want to do is to create accounts. Everything just confirm it's everything for your own is also like this, right? So it's correct. I want to create an account. We are signing back into Google site. Yes, please continue. Continue. Okay, so as you can see, Google Analytics terms of service, you can go through them. I've done that before, so don't have that luxury of time to do that again. So once you're satisfied or you're convinced with their terms and conditions, you check this. I accept that. Blah 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 blah. Plenty talk. Okay. You also check this if you accept. Actually, the measurement controller, group product and service, no option required. Modeling contribution and business insight if you want to. Technical support, recommendation for your business. Don't recommend for me for now. If you want them to recommend, you can go ahead. Please take your time to read all of this. All right. Know the ones you can accept and the ones you are not comfortable accepting. All right. Then I accept. Okay. Internal error. Ah, okay. I feel.
Yes, sir.
So find out how your audience is growing. So sometimes this might take a little bit of time. All right. So this is where you get to see for everybody that visits your site, you will see all the metrics here in form of a pie chart and also in form of a bar or a chart here. You see everything here. If someone visits your site today, you see where they visited, what they clicked, what they did not click. You know, very wonderful, very beautiful. Maybe this might take time to load, but you see it here. You can see find out how your audience is growing. Okay, so we've activated, so it's gathering data. So as you can see, even here you see total clicks, unique visitors from search, those that search from you that got to your site through search engines that came through Google and not from your direct uh, domain name, right? You get to see that here. The total impression, This is so beautiful. I enjoy using it. So we'll give it some time. Sometimes it takes a whole lot of time to load. As you can see, this is now done. It's remaining these ones. So give it some time, okay, to load up everything. I think it is gathering data. So we can't wait for this. We can't wait for it, but this is how it works. You get to see from the date as well, from June 1st, then May 31st, June 1, down to today that is June 26th. Yeah, fantastic. So please, it is straightforward.
Yes, I think it's quite understandable.
Thank you. Very, very understandable. It's just click read very well and then click accept, I agree. Yes, I accept, I agree. Yes. You just have to read it carefully before you accept. So there's no technicalities around it. Hmm? Okay. So after doing this, one more thing, we'll need to register this very website. All the pages, all the everything that has to do with this site, we need to register it on Google. And how do we do that? We need what we call a site map. Site map is an address that has, or I would say is a memory or a space that has a collection of everything concerning our website. Even if you create a new page or a new, it will be added to the sitemap, right? So that's what we want to collect now. We need to collect it, right? And then send it to Google to help us have it. So Google has all Google, if you don't have to be scared, right? Google is very big. In fact, we are urging them to have our data, right? So they can help us do a whole lot, carry out lots of services, right? So that's what we want to do now. So we need to get our sitemap and then send it to Google. Okay, so how do we get our sitemap? It's very simple. Yoast SEO can help us gather all our sitemaps. This Yoast SEO that we've installed. Are we together? Like I said, it's called a sitemap, right? Sitemap is a collection of every of your website data. Everything is stored as a sitemap. Okay. Now we'll just go to our Yoast SEO. We need to get our sitemap. So we'll go here. Okay, so blah 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 blah. We don't want this. So we'll just close it down. Right. So from here we need to go to our settings to search, or we can even keep scrolling. So long as you are here on use SEO, you can find our sitemap by scrolling down. What's happening? You can scroll down. That's all. No, we need to, okay, we need to go to settings, I think. See what I said? It's not in my head. Sometimes I have to figure this out as well. Right. So don't feel bad if you see yourself struggling. That's the whole point I'm making. Because it's normal. You can't have everything figured out overnight. You know, even for the professionals, the fact that we are all humans, there are some things we can't just figure out once. So you need to, you know, so long as there's time and then you know very well you can see that out. You can sort that. There's always a solution for everything. Okay. So I'll go to settings, I think. Let me see. Settings on use SEO. Don't forget that. Settings under use SEO. We have different settings. So the one under use SEO. That's where I'm going to now. Remember, I'm searching for sitemap. I'll close down this advert. Okay. I think there's a place where I can search. See, under settings, right? This is quick search. So I'll just search for sites because of time. Sites. Exactly. So I can, as you can see, XML sitemaps. Because I searched under settings, I'll click on it. right? So it has brought me here. XML sitemap, which is this one here. I don't know if you are seeing it. Let me zoom in a little bit. XML sitemaps. I'll click on it. So this is my sitemap. Everything here, right, that we are seeing here is what our site is made up of. Okay, but this is not really our concern. Our main concern is this address at the top here. This one here. Okay, so what do? I'll just need to copy this. So as you can see, generated by Yoast SEO. This is an SMS sitemap meant for consumption by search engines. Are we seeing it? Generated by Yoast. This is an XML sitemap meant for search engines. You can find more information about SMS sitemap on sitemaps.org. You can do that. So the SMS sitemap index contains 14 sitemaps, which is what we have. All right. The post, the page, the products, the themes, portfolio, blah, 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 blah. So everything on our site is here. So, but that's not our concern. We'll just copy this address because that is where they can locate it. So I'll copy either Control C or Command C, or you right click and then click on copy. So after copying it, the next one will do is to come back here, right, and go back to Google Site Toolkit, which is this Site Kit here, because we've installed it. We'll definitely see the options here. So I'll click on Site Kit. All right, so I'm looking for Search Console. This is the analytics. Yeah, Search Console. This. Okay. So this is still gathering data. We will come back for this later. So this is what I'm looking for. Search Console. I'll click on Search Console. Then go to sitemaps. So long as it's from Site Toolkit, you look for Search Console, then you go to Sitemaps. Click on Sitemaps. So it is telling you add a new sitemap because we've
Please,
registered our site.
let me use the search console now.
Okay, let me take it again. Right? Will that work?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Now we have to go back to our dashboard, our WordPress dashboard. From our WordPress dashboard, because we've installed Google Site Kit, you see Google Site Kit option at the left hand side. You see it. Are we following? Are you with
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, I'm with you, sir.
So I'll click on the Site Kit. So it gives me this dashboard here. So once it gives you this dashboard, don't worry, forget about the analytics. It takes time for this to load. All right. So we don't have that luxury of time. I'll scroll down and look for, remember I'm inside Site Kit. Look for Search Console. See it here. See it here. Source site Search Console. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
So you click on it. It will redirect you to another tab. This is Google Search Console. Then inside our Google Search Console, I want to go to Sitemaps. See it here. So I'll click on Sitemaps. Now, because I've registered that website, what it will show me is this https://ptech.com.ng. Are we following? Now, it has saved me the time of retyping all those plenty. So what I need to do is, remember there was something we copied from our XML sitemap here. Are we together? So if you watch carefully, Google Site Kit has helped me get all of this information. So the only one left is just this here. The whole idea is to make sure we are getting the exact URL address from the beginning to the end. But as you can see from Search Console, it has gotten this information down to this .ng. Are we following? So what I need now, since it has gotten this other information, I just need to get from this point till the end. This index.php underscore sitemap slash sitemap underscore index.xml. So I'll copy this one instead and then come back to my Google Search Console. If you know how to navigate your tabs, this wouldn't be difficult. See what I'm saying, right? So enter sitemap URL. So I'll click on this. I don't need this other slash because you provided it for me. So now we need to compare what we have here. Remember, Google have suggested, let me zoom in. Google already has https colon slash slash ptech.com.ng slash, right? So if we come to this place where we got our sitemap, it's the same thing as this other one here. So we don't have to copy this again because Google has it. Are we following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So what we need to copy now is this other remaining address that Google don't have. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello, people. Thank you. So once you've copied that, you come back here and then paste it. The next thing you want to do is to submit. So it's submitting your sitemap. Sitemap submitted successfully. Google will periodically process it and look for changes. You will be notified if anything goes wrong with it in the future. So always look out from your that email address that they have. So I'll click on dismiss. Thank you. Got it. Couldn't fetch. Let's refresh and see. Couldn't fetch. How is that possible? Okay, let's try again. Control C. It's supposed to show us. Okay, maybe it's time. It's supposed to show us processing. Let me see. Let me try it again. Okay, you know what? It's supposed to show us something quite different. Let me try something. That's to show you that it's something I've been doing before now. Let me ignore this index.php and just copy this sitemap index.xml. If it works, I'll come back and explain why. Right. It's still showing couldn't fetch. Ah, okay. This one worked. Are we seeing success? So we should ignore that index.php. Wonderful. I really don't know. If you understand URL and routing very well, those that are a little bit exposed with programming will get what I'm saying. So I can't zoom this other one, but maybe when you're taking the video lesson, you understand this more. This index.php, you ignore it and just copy sitemap underscore index.xml. You can try the two with this lesson now. You can try the two. Try copying everything. If it's still telling you couldn't fetch, then you ignore the where is it again? You ignore the index.php and then copy sitemap underscore index.xml. Okay, and that should now give you a success note like this one here. This one that is showing you success. As you can see, we have success. Okay, we're seeing the success, right? Fantastic. It means it has taken it and we are good to go. So Google now have our website. So it will now help our ranking more. So from this point now, what we need to do is to start telling people, oh bro, I beg help me just visit that site. Anyhow, even if you don't go do anything, just help me visit the site. I beg. You get why? Trust me, before 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 people visit the site will start gaining traction. Okay, that's how it works. So please ask your question. The target is to end by 12. I said I wasn't going to stretch us till 1. I want us to go and do other things. So long as we've gotten Yoast SEO and um, Google Site Toolkit, trust me, we've gotten more than enough value today. So I want to end by 12 so that we can go and face other things. So please ask your question. Let's say something, oh, so I'll know if we are making progress. Okay, is it even making sense? Is it clear enough? Let me start from there. Ah, yeah. I bet there's no network again. Ah, there's nobody there.
Yes, sir, we are getting you.
Oh.
We understand it. Until we practice, sir. I think when we
Oh, no, no, yeah,
practice,
of course, when you practice, you get more hands on it. But what I'm saying is, it's even looking like something you feel you could understand. Like, are you following it for the time being? That's what I want to just I want to get an assurance because
Yes, sir.
there's this satisfaction it gives when you're showing someone something and you know very well that the person is actually not completely confused, you know, or not
Yes, sir.
entirely confused. All right.
Yeah.
So,
We
but
get
let's feel free to ask our questions, please.
Sir, my question
Yes.
is, this blog we are creating, it can be any posts aside from what the website is about, right?
Yeah. Now the thing is, you have to be very careful. Now, if your website majorly is meant to be a blog, then you can cover any post,
Mm.
right? But for instance, if your website is about tech stuffs, if you're posting, it doesn't make any sense to start talking about, yeah, you could, because tech is related to sport and some other things. You could touch other niches concerning other aspect or other departments, right? Other sectors. But now there are some things you can't really talk about because your site is all about tech. For instance, you can't go tragic. What do I mean by tragic? You can't come and start telling us, because you're talking tech, how a man slapped his wife because she refused to give her food. How has that got to do with tech? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Ehen. So, but now, if your site is generic, like Gossip Mill, Gist Reel, Niger Loft, Niger what's that? What's that? Linda Ikeji and all. You know very well that this one is majorly meant for blogging. Then you can cover every aspect. But if your site is for business, then the blogging should be more of the post that should be coming in should be more of something related to your business. Very important.
Okay.
Cleared.
Yes, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any more questions? So for those of us that up to now we are still asking if we have a recorded version. Yes, we would have a recorded version. I've recorded them. It is still recording. So after this, sometimes it used to be very heavy. That's why it's looking like we don't post it immediately. So after this, I will try and you know um compress it to an extent so it doesn't look so heavy on us, because for some of us we are managing data. That's why it's looking like it's taking some time. There are some things we need to work on before we can upload. All right. So, but definitely we would upload it. If it doesn't come today, it will come tomorrow. If it doesn't come, at most it might get to Monday, but definitely would upload. Everything we've been talking about is recorded. Okay, so feel free, you would rewatch. Okay,
Sir,
feel very free. Yes,
please, I have a question.
please go ahead, sir.
Sir, you mentioned about some you want to register it to Google. Is it that you register it into your own personal Google account or the person's Google account?
Your personal. Okay, whether you have to register with the person's Google account or your own,
Yes.
you can use your personal one, so long as Google database has it. Kalas, that's all that matters. So you can use your normal personal Gmail.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. You don't have to start stressing them to send their Gmail or something. The whole idea is to find a link, a connection to for that site to enter Google's database, and your Gmail might just be the link up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, you say you will teach us how to compress images.
Oh, image compression is not difficult. I have so many, but let me just one trick I normally use is compress image like this, right? So as you can see, I love MG can do that. Online compressor, image resizer, many sites here can do it, right? But let's just see this first one here. I love MG. So select image. So this one that has 5.8 MB is massive an image. So I'll click on that one. Give it some time to load. So it has loaded. So I want to compress. Remember, it has 5.80 MB. Right, so let's see what it will compress it to. 2.59. It's still big though, but it has reduced it drastically. So it has it's downloading, it has downloaded. So let's see what it looks like. So as you can see, even for here, for this place here, it is still taking time to load. Now it has come up. It's okay. It didn't really lose its quality. At least the fact that it dropped from what's it called, from 5 point something MB to 2 point something MB, it's massive. So if I zoom now, the quality didn't drop completely. See, this is the level of zoom, and yet it is still okay, right? So that's how I can compress. Even this one now that has been downloaded, you can still compress it again. But sometimes if you over compress, it will lose quality and then it will now be looking blurry. All right, so that's the fastest way you can compress an image. I don't know if I answered your question, ma.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank You're welcome. All right. So, any more question or would want to post in the group much later? If we're not
Sir,
saying anything, it therefore means you
sir,
just
please,
have
I have a
to
question.
go ahead, please.
Yes, there's something that came up like this now,
Okay.
the client asked me to. The client sent me a logo.
Okay.
Now the problem is that the logo is a form of image.
Okay.
Yes, and during that time, I can't. You know that if I upload image on the either the word, either I use Elementor to edit
Mm-hmm.
it, it will not work because he said that it's more than 2 MB or 1 MB.
Mm-hmm.
Now the problem is that how will I able to convert that logo the in form of image into the one that's more suitable in my site?
If I got your message rightly, how can you convert a logo image or compress
Yes, yes, something like that.
to compress it to make it smaller?
Yes, to make it smaller, more speakable. Because sometimes if I try to upload it, it will
Mhm.
just show me that it's more than 5 MB, more than 2 MB or one more than 1 MB.
That's what it tells you.
Yes, yes,
You can compress. Say it's an image, right?
yes, yes,
It's an image.
yes.
You can compress
Or
it.
is the, okay? I was thinking that is there any way that they can separate it from the background before uploading it?
Yes, you can use background. Okay. I can. How many more minutes do I have, please?
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay. I think I can quickly show you something. There's something called either photo scissors or BG remover. But if you don't know what to use, just type background remover like this, right? So there's remove background from this. It gives you some at least 2 3 tries before for the day before you request for payment. So let's use this one, this remove.bg. So I'll click on it. Most of them are similar with, just ask you to upload what you want to remove the background. So upload image. So let me quickly just upload something. Let me look for an image. Funny enough, you know what? Let's play around this one here. This image that we downloaded. This one. So I've uploaded it. Let's see what it will do. Are you seeing? Are you seeing? So it has removed the background. So with this now, this can confidently or in a neat way sit in any background without seeing any. Even if the background is blue, this will just lap with the background cleanly, right? So you can download quickly from here. If you click on this drop down, it will ask you to preview, right? Free. Then if you want to click on download to download, let me download it. My boss don't come. Okay. So as you can see, this now will just, so if you click on download like this, I don't know whether it's network. Let me click on it again. Yeah, this one preview free. As you can see, it has downloaded. So if I open this, yeah, this is it. As you can see, this is an background, right?
Yes.
No more background. So if you place this anywhere, even if it's a green background, anywhere at all, it would lap cleanly or neatly. How many more minutes do I have?
2 minutes.
I don't know. Or maybe I can just generate another link and then we'll do 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Would that be cool?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. Let me just generate another link. I need to show us something. So I will post the link shortly. Okay. Um, that's recording. So I just want to go to this app called Canva. If you have the time, if you have the resources, you can go on YouTube and learn a little bit about Canva. To come in very handy, trust me. Very, 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 very handy. Okay, so let's allow it to build. All right, so I'll just quickly pick any random, maybe this, anything. So I'll just add a page, and then I want to make this page blue or black, anything. So I'll bring in an element. Like I said, this is not a Canva class, but I just want to show us the power of removing a background. Okay, so maybe this, I'll change the color. Mm, square. Right, this is black, right? So I want to make the entire background black. Now I want to bring in my that image that I want to upload the file quickly. This image that I just this so right, as you can see, if I bring it in, are you seeing what's happening? No background. It will take the background of whatsoever image I'm putting, right? So if I change this also to green. Any color of my choice, blue. That's what the background will be. Green. This. Anything at all. Right. So this is the power of a PNG when you remove the background of an image. Okay, so you could also do that for your logo. You can go to um, remove background.bg and then take out the background and see what it looks like first. Sometimes it doesn't. If the image looking very complex, it might not get it exactly. But if it's not really, you can get, because especially with the AI technology, it's now making the whole thing more easier to remove. So that's basically it. I don't know if you got that. Then from here, I can quickly download. I'll go to share. This is not a Canva class, so you can take a Canva class on YouTube and then download, and then I'll get exactly this. Fantastic. I can also add text, add so many things, you know. Right. So I can drag it to the top. iPhone. Right. So iPhone 17. Right. Then I can change the color to white. Anything, drag it to where I want, place so many things and all. It's a design website, so you can play around it. Okay, so I just felt I should add this to what we already know. Okay, I don't know if the person that asked the question of logo, I don't know if this helps. So always try and remove your background first if you want it to lap on any color of background whatsoever. All right, you can use remove.bg to do that. Did I answer your question? Abi, the person is not even here, safe. Okay, maybe the person is not here. All right. So, any further question before we call it a quit?
So let's say you are uploading an image on your site. Is it must to be PNG or JPEG? Which one? Or
If
just
it doesn't have a background, PNG is okay.
okay.
But then some PNG does have backgrounds. But PNG, that's the major format you get to see for images without background. But if it has a background, like if it's going to be a full image that requires the entire background and the four corner dimensional um ratio, then even if it's going to be a JPEG, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. So with these few points of mine, have I been able to confuse you or convince you that you should check out Yoast SEO and Google Sites Toolkit? Nobody's saying anything. All right.
You are able to convince us.
Confused.
Okay.
Convinced.
Are you
Okay.
so confused? Are you so convinced?
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I think that will be it. If there's any other thing, you can post it in the group and then we'll take it from there. All right. So
Thank you
please and
so
please
much.
check out your Yoast SEO, check out your Google Sites Kit, and then master it. Fantastic. All right, that'll be all for now. Hopefully next week we'll dive into e-commerce and you see how to play around e-commerce, how to add products, how to do lots of things. It's going to be interesting. Please don't miss next week. Thank you so much, guys. Do have a lovely one. Yeah. All right. Bye. For now, expect the videos very soon. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.